continuing the... So, hello.
So yeah, you wanted me to see your turtle then?
Yeah, I heard you pale skin women's like cute things, so
Do
I
you
can
call
show
it
you
a
one.
turtle? Do you call it a turtle because it's so tiny and it only peeks its little head out every now and again?
Destroyed.
No, what do you mean? I don't know if this is a joke or something. I mean this turtle. He's named Shelly. Look at his little hairs.
You
You're
see what
boring
looks
me.
like a strange, vaguely turtle-like creature, which is covered in hair and has, for a turtle, unseemingly large claws. The orc has had it on his fucking head the entire time.
I use him sometimes as my whip, because as you can see, I'm bald.
Fuck!
Ah,
As soon
you are.
as soon as the orc shows the turtle, QB immediately looks at it, jumps happily around, goes towards it, and starts petting it.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh fuck!
How did you brought your character, man? What the fuck?
Ah,
It bites you.
Okay, it doesn't bite you, it kinda recoils at your touch, but that is not openly hostile to you.
I perceive that as the animal being just a tiny bit shy. Say, look at it more calmly. Say, while replying, and proceed to pet it, trying to pet it again.
Okay, this time you managed to pet it.
Happily, she jumps in the air, saying, "Hooray, so cute!" And yeah,
Okay, hearing all this, seeing all this, Delania is extremely confused and feels like she has actually entered into a carnival show. And
good call.
decides to completely step out of the way, slowly walk behind this weird conversation, and approach the owner of the bar with a question.
Yes?
My name is Delania, and for some ever reason, you offer that orc some coin if he'd play or do something around your bar. So I kind of overheard that conversation and realized that, yeah, you don't have that many customers. And I was wondering if you'd be willing to pay me coin if I get more patrons going in here.
Well, the reason I don't have many patrons right now is because it's fucking dawn. Everybody is heading to the mines now, or to the plantations to work.
Yeah, but you must have some kind of need of more souls to the bar every night and after work, you know? I can't imagine your numbers being that good, that you can afford a little coin to get more.
That's true. More performance means more coin to me.
Exactly, you'll get more you'll get more customers and you'll get more coin to pay him and me, and I'll keep bringing in the new customers.
Make a persuasion check.
Both of us?
No, Finn with advantage thanks to Lika helping him.
Ooh.
So Finn, you roll twice and
Nice.
take the higher roll.
Alright, 2 1s incoming. 20?
That's a 9.
No, that
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that was kind of I couldn't get
Spawning, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
named,
8.
so.
And the second one?
20, natural 20.
2. Okay, so it's 8 plus your persuasion.
1. So yeah.
9. Oof. Well, I don't really have a need for that, but if you truly are looking for some work, you seem more the adventurous type, you should go speak to the prefect.
Delania thanks her or him for the opportunity still, and thanks him for the information. As soon as she sorry, gender confusion. She realizes that more work is to be had somewhere more suited to her line of work. She leaves the inn and heads to wherever the fuck that place is.
So, where you're heading is... Actually, let me explain the map to you here, if you can see it.
Where?
Should we
Oh shit!
Yeah.
should we
So you entered...
Should we know where everything is?
As I said, the innkeep explained this shit to you, but I don't wanna talk for 20
okay.
minutes, so I just drew a map.
Alright.
So you entered here through this gate,
Mhm.
headed to the inn, and that's where you are at the moment.
Yeah.
The Prefect Adrian, lives in a manor here. It's
Okay.
a spice and salt trader that basically runs the entire town. It's on a small hill, overseeing spice plantations. Down here is a salt mine, and above it is basically I wouldn't call it a refugee camp, but
Pretty close to one.
yeah, it's like where the poorest workers live, in ramshackle tents and
Hobos.
makeshift. Yeah, basically working hobos. So that's where they live. It's called Miner's Rest. Out here are some grain plantations, and to the left is an old abandoned salt mine.
Is there a marketplace?
There is one store, which is just a general goods store.
A town center?
There are no real streets, as the buildings were just built haphazardly everywhere. But most people gather around the tavern during the evening. Currently, they are all heading to work in the mine or the plantations.
So can I still move there, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I.
What about the rest of you guys?
I tell the innkeeper that I will be back during
Rush hours.
rush hours, and I'm going to visit that plantation with the spice fields.
All right. Kubi?
Kubi leans forward to the innkeeper and asks him if he saw a child male tiefling.
Not in these parts, lass. You're the first tiefling we've seen here in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you buying something?
No, thank you, but I would have a look in that interesting old chimney if you don't mind.
Sure, go on ahead.
I am kinda scared, and
She moves
Horny?
forward to the chimney and she looks at it. Perception check, please.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. So it's a chimney. Or well, you can clearly see that it was made by dwarves, and it was more utilitarian than anything. It probably led far below the ground and was used originally as a way for air to get down into the far mines below.
Seeing as
Right now, the hall going below has been walled off, and there's just a huge fireplace in the center.
As Kubi saw nothing of that would interest her, she walks casually outside and see what the day brings.
And goes where?
here's the map, Stalker.
General store.
Okay, that's right next door.
I know.
But first, I guess,
Yeah, the other guys.
let's go to Lika right now.
No, plantation.
So yeah, Lika, you arrive at the plantations.
Where are they?
The green lines here.
Oh, there, yes, but on the play map.
On this map, they would be somewhere around this way.
Alright.
Yeah.
I take some grains.
You take what?
Some wheat, basically.
Oh, okay. You pick
I
some
steal
random
it.
plants
No, I steal
from the spice.
Yeah.
There are some people working there. You can see a few farmers tending to the plants.
That was not
And-
said before.
Well, because you just straight up went for it. But you do manage to get a few leaves.
Leaves.
Yeah, of a spice plant.
Okay, at least 10.
So you can add them to your inventory or whatever. There doesn't seem to be anything that's piquing your interest per se. It just seems like normal plantations.
Okay, I'll decide
Far
to
above
move.
you can see the manor that the prefect lives in.
I go to the south mine.
Okay. Finn, you arrive at the manor, and give me a second. The manor is a large stone, two-story building with a round tower on one side. Like the rest of the houses you saw in Saltcrack, it is in great condition and very sturdy, yet elegant, with rich ornaments carved in the stones around the windows, and the large front double doors, and seemingly brand new bright red roof tiles. Two men in breastplates are standing guard at the door, leaning against their halberds. One of them steps forward, and you can see that he has a brown cloth eye patch over his right eye, square jaw covered in uneven stubble that blends into his almost cleanly shaved head. It's that sort of a thuggish person, that no-neck gorilla kind of dude. Halt! Who goes there? What's your business here?
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here.
Smiles at the gods and slowly answers. Whoa, boys, take it easy. I'm here about a job. I hear you guys are hiring.
Well, it's true that the prefect has been looking for some caravan guards. Yeah, fuck it. Head on in, follow me.
Well, thank you, boys. That was really nice of you.
In front of the office of the prefect, you can see two men standing there, waiting to be granted an addition. One of them is a young, half-elven adolescent, with reddish-brown hair in padded armor, shifting nervously and clutching a very crude spear and a wooden shield. Next to him is an older man in a worn-out chain shirt, with grey, receding hair and a broken nose, tapping on the head of a large, rusty mace on his side and staring intently at the door. On the other side of his belt, you can see a simple-looking short sword, and in one of his hands he is clutching a sweat-stained, wide-brimmed floppy hat. The half-elf turns to you. Ah, hello there. Are you also looking for some adventure?
Delania steps forward, closer to the man speaking to her. With a seductive look in her eyes, she just smiles. How did you guess?
Well, not much else the prefect is offering these days.
Well,
Plus, I have been living here my whole life. This is my first major venture into the world.
Oh, well, aren't you just adorable? Well, anyway.
He laughs nervously.
I am interested, yes, in making some coin, and let's just say the locals have not been interested in my services, my very particular kinds of services. So I understand that you might be needing some kind of more brutish force to dispatch any kind of troublemakers. Is that what you're offering me?
Well, I don't know the details myself. You'll have to ask that to the prefect. But yes, from what I heard, we are to escort a trading caravan.
That sounds interesting enough, but do I get to actually talk with the prefect? So I might just stuck here standing with you.
Uh, sure, any moment now, I'm sure. We've only been here for like the old man next to him turns over 30 minutes, kid.
Delania starts to tap her foot very nervously, very impatient. Step in her foot. She decides she's done with the chit chat and the talking and uses the rafters close to the ceiling to jump over the little guy with the shield and recede her way towards the prefect chambers.
Okay. So you knock on the door and you just barge in.
I'm just gonna barge in.
Okay. As you do so, you can see a man in front of you behind a table. It is Prefect Adrian, and he is a man in his 40s with a thin but dexterous figure, short black hair slightly grey on the sides, and a well-trimmed thin mustache. He dressed in very fine, expensive vine-red clothes with blue accents. He wears a white velvet glove on his right hand and several large jeweled rings on his left hand. On his side hangs an ornate estoc in a dark leather sheath. The first thing you notice, though, is a strong floral scent of a perfume. He looks up. What's the meaning of this? Who let you inside?
I let myself in. I've been longing to wait you. I hear that you're offering, and I decided to let myself in and offer my services as your newly appointed caravan guard.
We'll see about that. Might as well let the other two in. The other two men step in. So this is it? Those low lives? Yeah, well, I guess I cannot wait for a better band to show up. Though we could use some more men. 3 of you won't be, and especially of you, and he gives you a condescending look, will be of no use against a band of orcs.
So, you doubting my skills, is that it? Delania proceeds to take her both ceremonial daggers, prep them for a throw, and throws them both on the both sides of the what's his name? Prefect's head.
Prefect.
Prefect's head.
That's his title, basically, and his
Yeah.
name is Adrian.
Adrian. So yeah, throws double daggers in the bookshelf or wall behind the prefect on the both sides of his head and asks, "Do you think I'm not capable of taking on a few bandits on the road?"
He doesn't flinch. In fact, you can see a smile creep on his face. Well, it seems you may have your uses after all. But, if you ever do that again, you're dead. Now, let's talk business.
Let's. How much
Normally-
are you offering?
Normally, I wouldn't hire such a band of ragtag lowlifes, but I have no choice in this matter. Your job will be to guard my caravan and make sure it delivers all the goods to Galton. And once that is done, you will securely escort it back here. It leaves tomorrow at dawn. You will be paid 100 gold each once you return, and everything goes as it should. If something happens to the caravan, or if the shipment isn't delivered, you won't get a single copper from me. That will be all you may leave. He turns around, looks away, and looks out the window, paying no further attention to you.
Delania, without saying a word, walks to the desk behind the presets, grabs her daggers, and turns to the precept, and with a smile on her face asks, "If I get 2 more on this little escapade of yours, will you pay me 40 extra?"
30. Yes, we have a deal.
35.
Make a persuasion check.
Shit, my persuasion is 1. Fuck. Okay, natural 20, I need it. I need that. Hold on, that's not a roll. That
It
was a
is.
roll. That
Fuck
was a
it.
roll. It's a weird
Fine,
mechanism.
35 it is. Now go, bring them here.
Delania turns around, turns to the preset one more time, bows down and says, "Yes, my lord," and walks out with a rapid pace and a smile on her face.
What about your daggers?
As you...
I
He took
grabbed
them, he
before.
took them. As you pass the young half-elf, he turns to you. "By the way, my name's Val, and this grumpy old man here is Menor. I guess we'll see you tomorrow at the caravan?"
Not really.
Well, there's the 2 guards in.
Not the guards, the people waiting to be caravan guards as well.
Ah, okay. Delania turns to the men talking to him and looks with a dissenting look on her face and asks, "You're the ones I'm supposed to protect the caravan with. You look like you're capable of nothing."
His smile kind of freezes. Well, I have no experience, but I'm eager. And the other one just looks at you. The same could be said about you, lass.
Delania smiles. She walks up to the smiling man and, with an intimidating look on her face, says to the guy, "You do not want to see me angry."
He walks off.
"Oh, you bastard." Delania turns around with a semi-sad, angry face about him when she's, "Wait, where are you? Where are you in the world? Stop moving. Where are you actually?" Like that.
Well, I was on my way to Salt Mines.
Okay.
But I see you there, and I say hello there.
Yeah, but you are not. You're on
You
the
can-
ones.
We can say that, as you can see on the map, the way to the manor is very close to the way to the salt mine, so you just meet kinda here.
Yeah, I'll just
On the crossroads.
True. Okay.
But first, Stalker,
Sorry.
you
about
went.
that.
You arrive in the shop.
Um,
You can see there a middle-aged gnomish woman with blonde hair. She looks up from her ledger. Yes, can I help you? To the best you can ascertain, it seems like rather cheap and not really great quality stuff.
She turned to the woman and asked her,
Excuse me, do you happen to know where the wounded are being brought in?
The wounded caravan, you saw them, didn't you? They should be in the house just south of here, the next one.
okay.
Not through this entrance, but through the one that's on the southern side. You can
where
see
is
that
south
it's
and...
here.
Oh, okay.
Basically, this is the caravan that arrived with the wounded, and they are currently held here.
Thank you very much.
She says as she...
No problem, dear. Are you going to buy something?
And she left. As she went, she made her way towards the direction that was described to her. Anything happens here, or do I just get in?
You can see that the wounded man, the one that had no arm, is still on the carriage. It seems that he died on the way here. No other men are here, and you can see voices from the inside. You pass through a small vegetable garden and enter. You can see 8 men, or 8 people total, standing around the table. Some of them laying in makeshift beds on the corner. They look up at you as you enter.
Perception roll.
Okay, 4.
To check their condition and to. Jesus fucking Christ!
That's a natural one.
Okay, so perception failed.
Yeah, as you enter, the sudden change in lighting, which switches to extremely dim, even with your dark vision, you're not really certain and have to take a moment to get accustomed to the new lighting.
She asks them straight out, which of them, what are their conditions?
Well, lass, most of us are alright, but Frederick here is badly wounded, and you can see one of the men that's laying on the bedroll. It was the one that was clutching his stomach and that was bleeding from it. He now seems to be unconscious. Are you here to help?
She moves over to him and replies to the dude who just said that. What does your friend has? Do you know?
Yes, a dagger in his stomach.
Okay, well, I'm not a fucking doctor, so I have to ask. She puts one hand surrounding the dagger.
Well, it's just a dagger wound.
Oh,
basically.
the dagger is not there anymore. Well,
yeah,
you said
yeah.
fucking dagger there. Okay.
Sorry.
You're a shitty DM.
I bet.
Don't listen to him. You're great.
The roof collapses and kills you.
Game over. I'm going.
So yeah, are you trying to heal him?
I'm actually. Wait, I need to check this fucking thing. Give me a second, just a second.
Okay.
So he's not dead. He's just unconscious.
He's not dead. He's unconscious.
But like in HP sense, it's not 0.
He's at 0. Yeah, that's 0.
Oh fuck. Wait then. But he's stable.
He's not doing well.
But he's stable.
He is
stable.
Okay.
Okay. She puts her one of her left hand.
One of her left hands.
No, I was like,
how many arms
I was like, re. Okay, she puts her left hand ever so gently on his wound and casts the fuck. Yes, cure wounds.
Okay.
I need to roll 1d8 plus my spellcast ability modifier. That's the amount of HP gains. Well, let's see if I roll again a
do
0.
So. Yeah.
Ah, well, you rolled for me.
And you roll in 8. It's your spellcasting modifier.
It's like 12 in total.
Okay, so you see that the bleeding under the bandages completely stops and the wound seems to close. Wait. Somebody's poking me on TS.